Right now, I don't want anyone to know but us. So we're using our phones to film it. This is a private conversation. I need private. I need it to stay private for now. This is hard. It's a hard thing, and I want us all, 5 of us, hear it and just us, kind of create a little bubble for us and let us just think about it. Okay, so I've needed to talk to you guys for a long time. It's true. Secret that Kody and I have been in a rough spot for a long time. And
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm here to talk to you about a brand new clip that just was dropped by Sister Wives for Sunday's episode. And it is Christine Brown announcing her departure from the family. And let's just talk about how monumentous this moment is for the series, because when we were introduced to the Browns back in 2009, 2010, we were being told that love should be multiplied, not divided. And Christine wanted Sister Wives as much as a husband, and she loved being the third wife. Christine Brown was an advocate for plural marriage that was actively involved with a organization called Principal Voices, who spoke at multiple she spoke out publicly. She was featured in an HBO documentary. She was on 48 Hours, an episode of 48 Hours in 2008. The Browns were featured in a 2008 look into polygamists trying to legalize polygamy, and their family was featured in the BBC's article and video. So long story short, Christine changed from the promoter to the abandoner of a group. And today, here we are with her announcing her departure. So let's dive into the teaser. But before we do, can you do me a huge favor and give this video a thumbs up? Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed, and turn those notifications on so you know when I go live and new content loads. So this week on Sister Wives, we will see Christine Brown leaving the family. Christine is not the one that ever in the very beginning of this series we would have thought would have been the one to leave. In fact, when the Browns sued Utah back in 2011, it was Christine that was prominently featured in their complaint, arguing that plural marriage needed to be legalized. And they spoke specifically about all the advocacy that Christine had done. Knowing full well how visible she had been before the show, they were shocked to find that they were under investigation. The investigation went nowhere, and no crimes were found to have been at all committed by the Browns. And because of that, they fled, but whatever. We talked about that yesterday. It was kind of hyped up for the show. So Christine has a long history of being an advocate, someone that loved Sister Wives, someone that was like her blood was born, bred, and raised to be in polygamy, and she's leaving. So let's see how she broke the news.
right now, I don't want anyone to know but us. So we're using our phones to film it. This is a private conversation that I need private. I need it to stay private for now. This is hard. It's a hard thing, and I want us all, 5 of us, to hear it and just us, kind of create a little bubble for us and let us just think about it.
Now, I'm usually not critical of Christine, and some of you say that I'm always pro Christine. So here's a tiny bit of criticism for her on this specific point. She says that they don't want anyone there, so their film crew is not there, and they're only filming this with their phones. So they're filming this discussion with their phones on little stands, and she says it's a private discussion. It's a private discussion for now, and now the whole world is going to see how this plays out on national television. Some of you have asked, when is it enough? At what point does your family completely breaking down, your entire like world being shattered. At what point is it enough for a family to say, you know what? Sister wives should probably not be a thing anymore. Our family has imploded. None of our kids want to be on the show. One of the wives is leaving. Everything is blowing up and they keep going. Some of you can't believe that this is still being shown, but it's ratings gold for TLC. So it's a private conversation for now, and she's keeping it in their bubble. And now here we are watching this all unfold.
Okay, so I've needed to talk to you guys for a long time, it's true. But with you moving out of your house, I figure now is the best time ever. No secret that Kody and I have been in a rough spot for a long time. And I have decided to leave. I'm going to leave Kody. Just leave.
There you go. So Janelle, this was before Janelle had moved out of her house. So apparently this was right around the time that Christine, Janelle's rental was up for sale. And then she ended up going out on the property and then she got another rental. So she says, I'm leaving Kody. Now it's completely silent. Let's see if the silence continues and what she continues to say.
I'm going to leave Kody. It's a hard decision.
Absolute silence, not a single reaction. It was almost like they knew it was coming, but stunned that they didn't think that this would happen. Who actually thinks that going into this conversation, they had no clue? Who thinks they had no clue? I think they all had a very good idea of what was coming, but the fact that nobody said anything for those first few minutes is stunning. Now let's see what happens next.
I need to make a choice for happiness. I need to make a choice to have joy in my life and peace. And there hasn't been a lot of hope at all until I decided to leave.
Did you just hear how subtly she dragged Kody while sounding so sweet and kind? She said, I haven't had a lot of hope for a very long time. I needed to pick peace in my life. I needed to find happiness. And finding happiness, I found peace for the first time when I made the decision to leave. I needed to pick happiness. So she's basically admitting that she has been miserable for a very long time. So I want to just put this out there. Again, criticism is okay. I still like Christine, but we saw them falling apart. We saw them starting to use her voice. We saw her say for a couple years now that she wasn't happy. But all of those years in between, they were miserable. They were miserable from the very first season. Go back and watch. The issues were always there. They have been faking it for a long time, and she'd had to fake it a long time. And it's because of the doctrine that kept her, entrenched in this belief system. She's breaking free. Now, polygamists, they have this thing about, with their doctrine, they believe that, us would never understand their beliefs. So they're very good at lying. Kristen Decker told me that you lie to protect polygamy at all costs. Always lie. So lying is second nature. So they're lying to the public for years that everything's happy, knowing full well it's not. And then now here we are, season 17, and Christine says, I'm leaving.
I feel strongly this is the best choice for me.
I was so worried this is what you were going to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, I knew you packed his stuff up. I knew that, but I didn't know how final it was or if it was just a break or something.
No, it's final.
Robyn is the very first one of them to respond. Robyn is the one to say, well, I knew that he had packed up his stuff and he had moved out, but I wasn't sure if you were going to get back together. And she's visibly upset. She's wiping tears from her eyes. Still nothing else from other people. What does Robyn say in her interview?
I'm in shock. I don't really know what to say here. I don't know what to say to her. I can't tell. I don't know. I can't. It's not really computing. Really, it's not really. It's just not making sense right now. I don't know what to say.
This is just a big announcement. Like I don't even know. I'm just processing at this point.
Okay, so both of them, Robyn and Mary don't know how to process the information. They are trying very hard to understand what this is. And she said, I cannot compute. I think, honestly, they believed because they were so public that no one would ever leave. And I think that because of their faith and Robyn's devoutness to the faith, I think she thought that no one would ever leave. She couldn't imagine no one would leave. Even though she left her husband, first husband, even though her mom divorced her first husband, even though Janelle has divorced another man, even though multiple women in this family have been married before, the idea that somehow someone would leave Kody seemed foreign to everyone, even though Mary and Kody have no relationship. It's foreign that someone would leave. Isn't that wild? I'm not shocked.
So I intellectually have known this was coming, but here we are today, and it's hard to know something and then to have it actually happen.
And here we go. Janelle knew it was coming, and Janelle knew it was happening. But again, here she is saying that she knew intellectually it was coming, but she wasn't prepared. I think a lot of people assumed that no one would leave because of the show. Why would Christine leave? She has been proclaiming how much she loves polygamy for years. The whole reason they got the show was because of Christine. Did you know that? Did you know that there was a guy, I can't remember his name, a film producer, who saw Christine speaking with Principal Voices, reached out to her about a potential documentary about her and her family. That's how they found Christine, that's how they found the family, was through Christine advocating through Principal Voices. They're losing the reason why they got the show in the first place. Christine, she was the draw for the film producers. She was the draw for the production company. It was her advocacy that was the focal point. It was her name that brought interest. They are going to be lost without her. I'm not going to lie here. This is a huge loss for the family. She was the reason why they got this show to begin with. Think about that. They never thought she would leave because of that. And now here we are, 13 years later, and Christine is out the door. Kody said nothing yet. So, are you shocked by the way that she broke the news? Are you not shocked? Are you? Are you not? Are you not? I'm not shocked. But I'd love to know your thoughts. Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.